Welcome to Ayutthaya, the ancient capital city of Siam, steeped in 650 years worth of history. Now, I arrived here yesterday, and even as I leave the hostel, which is behind me, there is history everywhere. And I am in the ancient city itself, which is a UNESCO Heritage Site. And unfortunately, I've got to leave the hostel in about half an hour. I'm changing because the one I'm in, which is down that back street there, a bit too expensive, so I am going somewhere cheaper. But I came out here at 8 o'clock this morning, just for a little wander, without my camera, without my phone, and this place was empty. And already I'm going, I should have brought my phone. Just take the quietness, the peacefulness. But my plan is to be here for 2 more days, including today, 3 nights in total. I had planned on leaving tomorrow morning, but there's so much to see. And what I'm going to do is, once who wants to park? I'm going to let you know. But I'm going to spend today just walking around this area now. The hostel I'm moving to is about a 20-minute walk, which will do me for the rest of the day, just to get my legs moving, my heart going, and then just see what's around this area. Tomorrow I am going to get a probably a moped or a push bike, and then see the rest of the external bits, because it is quite big. Now, the ancient city is surrounded by 3 rivers, which officially makes it a bit of an island, and this was one of the most biggest cities in the world in the 1730s. But I'll go on about the history in a bit. But yeah, it's just amazing. Now, when I got a Grab taxi yesterday by bike with all my bags coming on, I was looking up that the driver just wanted to stop and take me through lots of the scenic routes. So I have seen a lot of it on the back of a bike. But yeah, it's going to be immense, mainly because of the fact I've never heard of this place before. Now, I do have one drawback about this place, and I'm not too happy about it. Even though there's so many tourists, and this area here is well known for its backpackers, its international tourism. So many restaurants around here. 8:30, closed. So I came out about 8:20 last night for a little bit of a food, because I've been working on a bit of YouTubing, and there was nothing open, or the kitchens had all closed, apart from one place which was really expensive and had a live band blasting some music out when I just wanted to chill. Yeah, so none of these places are open on a night time, and it felt like they were going, yeah, tourism, is it important? Yes, it is, especially when they're hungry. So yeah, you got more ruins over there. And even the lampposts are a bit crazy. Right, I think I need to go back to the hostel, collect my gear. I might just walk across the road just to give you a better view of this, because that is stunning. So this is actually what Ratchaburana, I hope I say it right, and you've got to pay to get in. Now, there's nobody checking tickets. The ticket office is just down there. It's 10 baht for locals, 50 baht for tourists. So yeah, I've just been stopped. Oh. So I wasn't planning on going in because I know I've got to have a ticket. I just wanted to go to the entrance, but the guy that was on a chair there was going, no, not with the camera. So I'm just going to stand over here because I just wanted to have a walk in and walk straight out. So there are so many Wat temples around this area that the cost of going to all of them could be a little bit expensive. Ouch. But I can still stand outside and have a quick look at them. Right, I'm going to go back to the hostel, get my kit, and then go on to the next hostel, and then I'll be back out with the camera. And I hope the traffic just slows down. But yeah, there's 3 or 4 restaurants down there, all closed by 8:30. The one that's right in the corner, even from here you could hear the music going a full blast. Is he stopping? And I was tempted to stay in the hostel because I think they had room spare or bed spare in the dormitories, but it's not very sociable. No one talks to each other. I tried to make conversation with some people last night and they were like, ooh, he's talking. Why? I've now moved hostels and I'm in a quiet area. The hostel is really nice. It's got single beds, not bunk beds. Wow, not used to that. But the problem I've got is, as I was leaving the previous hostel, I started chatting to somebody for about an hour, and then I moved to the new hostel. I've just been speaking to 2 people for the last, I don't know, it's now 3:10 in the afternoon, and just realised I need to get out if I need to explore. So this city and the history behind it is amazing. Founded in 1350. I'm not going to give the whole history because I can't remember it all. I've just been reading about it. And this was the central trading post for most of Asia. And over the years, the centuries, the decades, there was temples built everywhere. And it wasn't just a trading post for the Asians, but a big place of trading for the Europeans as well, which makes it a bit odd because it's nowhere near the sea. But so many rivers come here. Now in 1767, for some reason which I'm not too clear about, which I need to find out, the Burmese people came along and torched this city to the ground. I don't know if it's because of jealousy or what, but it destroyed the city. No longer a trading post, no longer important anymore. And it was only a couple of centuries later someone came along and went, oh my god, there's lots of buildings around here, they're old. And then it became a UNESCO heritage site. And even though a lot of these places, in fact we're going to have one to cross there now and get past this traffic, and I've crossed the road. So all these temples, so this one here is the Wat Phun Wang Jai. Can we walk in? Is there a gate? No, there's not. Do I just climb over this? So this one you don't have to pay to get in. I'm just gonna walk across. If they didn't want me to cross over, they would make the fence a bit higher. So there's a map of the city there, where we are. These are the rivers. I assume there's another one elsewhere. So this was an island type. And it has survived, basically. And a lot of the things I see on the map has classed these as archaeologist sites. Still pretty amazing that thinking how old these things are. And when you look at this one, get a bit closer, don't think you can see it this well in the screen. I'm walking on the glass. But there's figurines up there. Wow. And obviously nature's taking its toll. Trees growing up. Now I've already asked if I can book another night in the hostel I'm staying in, and they've said yeah, no problem. It's cheaper than booking.com as always, and I did ask to use a motorbike for tomorrow. Unfortunately they have not got one, but they've got a bicycle. So tomorrow I need my fitness, so I'll be on a bike going around all the sites. Now all I'm doing right now is just giving you a taste of the city, and tomorrow I will be huffing and puffing around this place to see all the sites. Now one of the things I did see when I came in to the centre here yesterday is they have elephant rides, and on the back of these elephants are like the royal family would use to go around, but these elephants look tired. I just felt so sorry for them. Oh, wow. But just seeing that one as well, it's quite impressive. And you've got little signs all over the place in Thai and in English, and I've seen these signs everywhere. So there is a big tourist market that I didn't know about, of a city that I've never heard of. And when you think that places like Malacca, which lives on the colonial history and the amount of money they've put into that for tourism, this doesn't feel like they're that bothered, even though they've got hotels, hostels and guest house. So I've just come down straight, nothing exciting around here. I have passed the courts on the side, university over there, and I'm just going past the National Museum, which is looking quite good. Beautiful water, some little birds, big birds in the water there. Beautiful land, but because of the time of day, probably not worth going in. Yeah, all this is just official buildings. I went past the governor's house. I was tempted to have a little wander in because it looked quite impressive, and all along the road is, I don't know if you can see it because the sun's in the way, little model elephants all the way down. Now the reason I'm coming up this way is the tourist office just around the corner, and it's in the middle of a lot of temples and stuff like that. So I'm just going there to find out if it's open. If it's open tomorrow on a Sunday, just get a decent map or a list of top things to do. But the traffic around here is a bit more busier than what I thought it'd be. That university looks quite big. And there are things I have seen on Google Maps and organic maps that I use that do look interesting. Things like the Dutch village, which is a museum to the Dutch people who were over here originally, a Japanese village, a Portuguese village. Unfortunately there's no English village. Oh, there's a map which just looks like a golf course with lots of flags, and it didn't even say where I am. Can you see? Oh, is that where I am? It's the first map I've seen. And yeah, try to find stuff that was not temple based, because you can get templed out with the amount of stuff. Oh, that looks beautiful. Look at that. Wow. Oh, that's definitely an Instagram picture noteworthy. Give me 2 seconds. All good. Oh, across the road is some sort of museum with soldiers on the front. Just at the front is a UNESCO sign. There's a sign saying museum. Obviously there's a lot of museums around here. It's an ancient city that's full of ancient stuff. So the tourist office should be somewhere around here. The difference between here and Bangkok, apart from the fact there's about 20 million people less, is the air is clearer, it is warmer, and I've had a couple of people mention that to me already. And the traffic's not as crazy that as Bangkok should be, and all the way along is bicycle paths. There's a lot of people doing a lot of cycling. Right, I think that is the tourist office over there. Let's go. For a tourist office, it looks very, what's the word? I don't know. Not like a tourist office I've seen before, but it just says Tourism Authority of Thailand. Right, it's not open, which is a shame. There's no timings around. Oh well. Tourism Authority of Thailand. But more importantly, there's a map that's got names of streets, stuff. You are here. Needs a spell check. But when you look at how many watts there is lots of them. Japanese settlement, Portuguese settlement. This is quite handy, this is. Right. And that is the tourist police. As long as they're being looked after, I know I'm safe. And there's people inside, so they're working. Oh, look at that! Let's have a close up of this. So I've no idea what it is. It's ruins of a temple with a white building. Oh my god! Talk of the devils. There's an elephant. Wow. Cruel. Very cruel. Right, hopefully I've got a sign somewhere to tell me what this is. Oh, that is beautiful. That is not from ancient history. That is the city shrine. Right, I think all the elephants go on a route from down there all the way along. And the sun is starting to come down. We've just got to work out how to get back out. I want to follow these elephants. And look at that over there. I think that's the one I saw this morning at the start of the video. In the background. Like all city shrines or town shrines, are they known as? They're the beating heart of a city where they believe the spirits are guiding, looking after the citizens. And there's another elephant. Another elephant. Oh my god, there's loads of them down there. Come on, let's go. Now, I will admit I have done an elephant ride before, 10 years ago, in Koh Lanta, of which they were banned from doing it a couple of years later. But this is another level. How many elephants? Even in that shade, there's about 10, but they all go back further. Oh my god! You talking to me? And look at all the amount of people going to be going on one. I mean, for some people, this is their living. This is how they make the money. Just feel so sorry for the animals. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go round, not follow their route, but just go over here to see what's there. There's lots of things that's sticking out the ground. So I'm just next door, just next to these elephants behind us. And basically, as you ride out, there's a guy there with a camera, like in a theme park when you do the roller coasters and they have the pictures. He's going to take a picture of you on an elephant, which is crazy. Wow. Oh, look at his little face. Go on, go over the car, smash the window. So as I said, this thing's sticking out the ground like that thing there. And what I'm doing is, because I came down this way, I'm going to go round, basically just do a loop. I am now obsessed with these. I'm just following this one, with one close behind us. Trying not to get its way. God, it looks old. And plenty of droppings. So you've got a garden, needs some manure. I've left the elephants behind. Bless them. So there's the big pointy thing sticking out the ground there. Looking magnificent. That van just gotten away. Beautiful pond. And then behind me is another beautiful pond. and I think this is a museum according to my map. It says on the sign there, Kun Pain Residence, and in the centre there's a little squirrel. Beautiful. Look at that. This is stunning. So, Kun Pain residence. I don't know if he was a local, but it looks like the moat goes all the way around. Wow. Oh, elephants are back. They've caught me up. I've just crossed the road from that guy's residence. So Ratchaburana was, as I said, the one I saw this morning. So there's an entrance here as well as the other side, which is good to know. I don't know why, but it's good to know. And across the road is just one massive park with locked gates so you can't get in. It is beautiful. I'm still walking around. That way is the big thing sticking out the ground, and oh, there's dogs. Hello, mate. Yep, he didn't like being photographed. He's not moved, thank God. So there's bridges, there's ponds, there's lakes, there's things sticking out the ground there, and this is a real cultural, historical place, and I'm loving it. And I'm trying not to get too much seen today, because I do want to do a full day tomorrow. Probably starting early, just to get out and about and see all the sights before everybody starts coming out. That looks like a church. Is there a church here? And obviously the earlier I start on a push bike, it means I can have more rests throughout the day, because it'll be challenging, not just for my health, mentally as well. Right, is that a church? It's all fenced off. It's an active monastery. Looks like a church. There's no cross, so it is religious. The cross is just so many lakes around here. Beautiful. And I need to work out where I'm going, because I don't know where the hostel is. I'm just wandering around aimlessly. Right, I'm in front of the monastery, and there is no entry signs everywhere. Google's telling me this is an active monastery. I'll take its word for it. Right, I just had a look at the map. I'm going to go over the bridge just here, and then, oh, look at that. You know, I get distracted by shiny things. And then I do believe that my hostel is somewhere that way, but I'm not swimming. Right, I've walked all the way from the monastery. It's about a 20-minute walk, and all the way around me is more temples, more stuff. In fact, just turn it around, it's easier. Temples over there. Lots of tourists, lots of dogs, and a model of what them temples would look like if it was still here. Now, I think this is where I stop to head back to the hostel. This is only a little bit of a glimpse to see things like that, and tomorrow will be an early start, try and beat all the people, the tourists, and then yeah, just see what there is on a planned journey around the city, because it will be amazing. There'll be stuff, there'll be fireworks, there'll be explosions, there'll be Arnold Schwarzenegger, it'll be the best video you'll ever see. So if you want to see it, you need to subscribe. But if you've enjoyed this little sight, this little glimpse of the city, then all you got to do is press that like button. But until the next time, bye bye for now.